All right. Testing, testing, testing. Um, that's cool, but I want to just reorder them. Right. Yeah, I'm cool on that. Oh boy. Another day, another dollar. Oh, BJDX is the only thing I'm seeing for the small caps. Um, Pull that up. And this looks like it has gone from 5.73 up to $10. Did not see a catalyst for it. It is just a Monday morning ripper up here to almost $11 with 200% on the board and 13 million shares traded. 13 million shares traded. So it is definitely leading the day in the small cap world. Anyway, looking at the NQ over here, we have seen a not gradual, a very significant decrease in the overall market. It was up here at 20,000s. It went all the way down into 16,000. That's about a $4,000 move there, and is now kind of just huddling around this whole 17,000. It has a gap here, gap up to 17,396, but it is also hitting that ATR high of this 17,238. So we'll see how it does. Well, actually, this is the ATR. Well, this is the ATR high based on this period opening, and then we have the no pre-market ATR high and low. So this is the high 18, and then this is the low. So it's right around that testing point of the ATR low around 17,000. We'll see what it wants to do during the open. But for now, just kind of waiting. It's Monday morning, beginning of the trip of the week. And we got a high up here on BJDX of 1147. Super extended from where it started, with especially with no catalyst. So definitely got going and just looking like it's pulling back now. Of course, with TOS, we can't start trading until 6 a.m. So it opened up. Where's 6 a.m.? 6 a.m. is somewhere in this candle, probably the beginning of this candle. Yeah, because it's about to be 6:15. So the beginning of this candle is when TOS could start trading. So you see a little explosion there. And now we'll see what the selling pressure looks like here in 2 minutes on the close of this candle. If it's going to sell off with this little 14 million shares traded. Oh, yeah. Anyway, let's look through some of the other ones. Nvidia now down to 91 bucks. Tesla still holding around that 200 like it's been holding. Whoops. PLTR also on the board. PLTR, all of these have gapped down with the market. Apple, Baba, Robinhood, TSM, Amazon. All of these with gap downs. SMCI and IONQ. Those are the top 10 on my volume list that move a pretty good range every day. And we'll see. And IONQ has the lowest volume. It has only 800,000 shares traded right now. Everything above that is either reaching a million or above a million. But Nvidia is leading the day with 15 million shares traded. And that this scanner looks within the mid to large caps. So it's not really taking into consideration the small caps. BJDT pulling back off of that high. Has a point of control down here at 637, but we'll see what these sellers want to do with the new longs that have entered on this trap candle here. Big old wick up here, and it's looking like a big old trap. Now, I would be saying something different if this thing had catalyst or some type of reasoning to be up here. The last news that it had, let's go over here and see. The last news that it had was 4 months ago. Blue Jay Diagnostics announces a reverse stock split 4 months ago. Then over here, same thing here, reverse stock split. So definitely, if you've been holding since November, then you're looking great. But as of now, trading it on today with no catalyst would be pretty dangerous. But what I'm focused on is SOXL. We talked about this one last week, about it continuing going down. We jump over here to the larger time frame. This was where I had my little bubble out here, right around here, 750s, 8 something, and it has come down here. And so I'm looking for it to, what is it going to do in this level? Will it continue through this level and drop on to 5? It also has another level down here around 4. So I'm like, hey, let me just chill out, just watch it. If it wants to continue to drop, great. But I'll probably be starting a position on it if it continues to drop into, and maybe if it consolidates in this little range here between $6-7, like right under $7. That's where I'm gonna be like, okay, all right, let's see what you got. But for now, just holding off. It does pay a quarterly dividend, and it has returned multiple times up here to $74. So I'm looking to get in for the ride into the future. All right, oil. Let's see what oil is over here doing. Oil broke down. So wow, I traded oil a couple of times. So my first time trading oil, I believe it was this 2023? Nope, it was back here. 2021, around this level of the 67, looking for it to hold the 70s, which it did, and I sold way before it got up here. Then it came back down, tested, and I haven't really got back into it, but oil is going down under $60 now. So I'm gonna be watching oil as well, and stocks that play oil. I know there's a stock that is actually called oil. Let me go to this one. That's an Indian stock. It was another one. Let me see. Oil. What was it? Okay, let's see. Oil India, Oil Barclay Bank, iPath Exchange Traded Notes, Petrol Investment, Oily, Sino, it's a Chinese American oil company, Next Sleep Solutions, oil refineries. Let's change this to 100. There we go. Oil, Bank of Montreal, Texas capital. A lot of the oil comes from Texas. Let's look what that's looking like. $19. Does it pay any kind of dividend? Oh, does not look like it gets a lot of volume for sure. Dividend. Nope, no dividend on that one. Well, Saturn Oil and Gas, Oil K. I have to do some more research on oil and see what's coming. I could make a scan for the oil stocks and see what's coming on down with some volume, which I might do after might do just to catch some of it. Jump back over here to BJDX. What are you looking like now? So it hit that high. It's crazy that it opens up right here where all of the free brokers kind of start trading here, and it is starting to sell off around $10 level. Nice little expansion, and then not looking so good. So we got a point of control down here at 634. It's now $3 away from that, but if it takes out this whole candle down here to 769, that's probably going to be looking pretty bearish for most people. All right, let me jump over here to my dividend setup. Look on through some of this stuff. Let me go save this real quick. Dividends. Okay, so one that I caught the other day that I was seeing was UPRO. UPRO coming on down there. Let me look into UPRO and see what's going on over here. Pro shares. ETF flows reach new record. Q1 brings in 296 billion. Okay, let's go to profile. Ultra Pro. Now this one follows the market heavy. Okay, so it's a market follower, and it's down to $50 on UPRO. Has a little level here down to 38.26, but we'll see where that goes. If it continues to drop, that would be great. Intel is now back under $20. Can we get some continuation to the downside is what I want to see. Been waiting for it to come down and visit some of these levels, maybe the 15, 15 or lower. But it's every single time it gets bought back out of these levels above 20. But now with the market coming down, I'm like, can you get on down there for me? P10. PTEN. I forgot. I need to look at this stock too, because I don't know what it is. It just came up on the scans. I was like, what is this noise? All right. Patterson UTI Energy, through its subsidiaries, provides drilling and completion services to oil and natural gas exploration and production companies in the United States and internationally. It operates through three segments: drilling services, completion services, and drilling products. The contract drilling services segment engages in the provision, OD contract, and directional drilling and measurement while drilling services in onshore oil and natural gas basins. Okay, supply and rental of downhole performance motors. Okay, so the pay is what, 5% every year. Detection. So this is one of those oils that I guess I don't have to scan for them because my scanner is picking these up. All right, let's go over here to this P10. Go to dividend history. All right, so it started paying a dividend out in 2013. Increased a little bit, went down a little bit. Has it been showing some consistency though? 8 cents per quarter for, well, it is a $5 stock, so okay. But did it recently come down, or let me go look at this P10. Yeah, so it's been up to 30, 38 bucks multiple times, 38, 38, 38, and has been coming down here to this $5 level. So we got a couple of touch points down here. 1, 2, 3. We got one right here. So 1, 2, 3. I want to see where and how it stops around. What is this level? $3 to enter this level. Let's see how it comes down. I'll keep it on watch. See if I can grab a little bit off the ground. See if I can pick up anything else here. UPro, Intel, and those are pretty much the ones that I've been watching. As far as the yield max ones, the most dangerous ones that we talked about, they are just still coming down. Pretty much all of them are just coming on down. I don't see any with uptrends. Tesla down. Crash is up, of course, because this one is supposed to go up when Tesla starts to crash. Ybit, Fiat, Square. Square didn't come up. Okay, whatever. Google Y, GOOY, Yield Max, PayPal going down. Disney, Apple. Yeah, most of these most dangerous ones are going down right now. And I am not in any of them. But I am watching them to bottom out for sure. MEI, Methode Electronics. I didn't get a whole. I just literally just was like, I'm waiting for it. Barely have touched this one, but we'll see what that one wants to do. All right, back over to the day trade. And also let's look at those crypto maps as well. So Bitcoin down here coming towards this 71,000, coming back to revisit these previous highs. We'll see how that goes. One falling candle, then we got kind of like an indecision, and now another continuing the momentum down. Just watching, waiting. BJDX still sitting around this under the 10. Got about 2 minutes left on this 15-minute candle. Okay. All right, who's that? But for now, as far as the small caps, I'm just gonna be on the sidelines. Really just waiting for things to drop, just sitting around with money to buy these things off the lows, really. My top one that I'm really interested in is SOXL. This is a semiconductor 3x bull stock, just like SOXS. Um, and so this is it. XOXL. So XL. Okay, well, you're gonna take your time. Let's go over here then. This is it. So basically, it moves 3 times what the semiconductor market is doing. And right now, the semiconductor market is down. And so with that, I'm looking to get in while it's down and look for it to be some upward movement into the future as more rare earth metals are extracted from these different new places or newer places. Um, a lot of ours was coming from China and from Russia. This is what the whole thing is about Ukraine, those rare earth metals, building semiconductors, building these things that work within our computers, the chips, the different hardware that's working along with the motherboard. It's definitely important, but for right now where it is, I'm like, hey, let me just collect some. And so on the next, AI run or the next you know, computer run, big computer development run, I'm already in there. Already in there. The other thing is, let me go to dividend. I didn't mean to do that. I want to open up a new tab. Dividend, open up new tab. Let's go look at XOXL. Okay. Distributions. So this is a quarterly dividend as well. Dividend yield is around 3%. Don't know if they're going to cut back because it's come down, but either way it goes. Capital gain. Okay. Quarterly category, high quarterly. All right, category return. Let's look at this. Category return low, category return high, rank. So year to date, 1 year, 3 year, 5 year. Yeah, it definitely went up quite a bit since 2020. So ranking category was 2024 91 91.14, 2023, 2022. Yeah, it definitely during those times where the computer parts got super high priced, that's when SOXL was just crazy, you know. Let's see who's holding this. So we got Dreyfus, government cash, JP Morgan. Let's see, top holdings. So Broadcom, Nvidia, Qualcomm, Advanced Micro Devices, Texas Instruments Incorporated. So these are some of the things that are held within XOXL. Weighting, stocks and cash, or stocks, cash, preferred stocks. So pretty much just stocks in XOXL. Technology, 100%. Stock geographic in the US, 65.99% of the holders of this stock or the stocks that are in it are US based stocks. Operational fees. So yeah, I'm just waiting around like a vulture, for that thing to continue to play. Let me go ahead and I forgot to do this. Anyway, in this file, what are you guys interested in? Are you guys You guys just sitting and waiting, or you guys looking at anything to get active on? Then again, during this time, even I'm just sitting and waiting a little bit. I've entered something small, but looking to add into them. Okay, set that on there. Trader and save that. All right. You know, looks like BJDX coming on down, losing that momentum. 16 million shares traded in it with no catalyst and nothing else that I've seen come up on the board that is really competing against it. Not even in the penny stock world. Good morning, Donnell. Watching BJDX take off this morning before we can actually trade it with TOS, and then it just slowed down. So I was like, yeah, not looking great for a Monday morning. Not looking great at all. But I'm okay sitting on the sidelines, just chilling out. Markets continue to, oh, it came down some more. Okay. Continue to show that it wants to come down some more and present some new buying opportunities. Opportunity. For the most part, the scan that I showed you guys earlier hasn't really changed. You know, it's just Nvidia, Tesla, PLTR, Apple, Hood, Baba, Amazon, TSM, SMCI, and IONQ, and then we got BJDX. This is one of those days I'm just like, huh, okay. Friday, I didn't take any trades on Friday. I was out for most of the day, so I was like, you know what? I'm not going to try to force anything because sometimes you just come in, you're like looking for the first thing to trade because you know you're on limited time, but you know, it's just like, man, should I trade in desperation like that? I feel like when you have the time to just sit down and think and just be like, take a breath and trade, that's when trade goes the best. Trading goes the best. But rushed trading is not real trading. It can work. Like on this one, if I just, when on this candle, this is when this trading started on this, you just press the buy button, sure, you would have maybe made some money there. But I mean, what kind of analysis have you done? You know, it's kind of like out in the middle of nowhere out here. Plus, it doesn't have any catalysts. So this is just kind of like one of those pre-market, get everybody in, get them riled up, and then drop type stocks. Yep, yep, exactly what I was thinking, Donnell. Looking like they trying to take souls early. Trying to follow up with that old April's Fool's joke. Anyway. So the NQ came up to this ATR high and was not able to get over it just yet, and it's testing the ATR lows. So we got this little range that is in between the 17,200 and this is ATR low. If it gets back below that, it's going to be looking pretty bearish on the day. Was not able to fill this gap completely. Probably should start marking these gap fills too. Let's see. Because I never do mark them. So let me go out here, create me a little price line. And this gap created on 4/7. 4/7/25 gap fill level. And I will make this not green, maybe some type of purple, pink. Okay, gap fill level at that 17,400 basically. January 31st. January 26th. January, was this 12/24? When was this created? Twelve 13. There's a little gap, but it got filled. Pretty big. Look for those big obvious gaps. All right. That's 180 days back. I'm not going any further back than that. All right, let's look over here at BJDX and see if it's falling through the floor yet. Okay. Yeah, and volume is actually drying up on it as well. More volume is pouring into NVIDIA right now. NVIDIA coming towards this ATR low here at the 88, whatever this is, 88. Level, 88.20 level. I really want them above the 88. I want to only show these highs. Let me go and look at this code. No, I ain't gonna look at that real quick. It's gonna take all my time. All right, it is 6:45. We're coming in on the 15 minutes to the 7 o'clock. Waiting for other things to join the list, but the list still looking the same. NQ continuing to press down off of this ATR high. We'll see what happens when it hits this 16,900. Tested this level once, twice, got through it a little bit, and now will it fall under it? Crazy thing is I saw SOXS like when it was at, what was the lows that it went to? Went to a low of 16. And now SOXL is even lower than that. Yeah. Looking back at the max daily chart on SOXS, it hasn't even been down to $7. It's up at 50 now. It's insane. Which is why I really want to take advantage of SOXL while it's down this low. Because you never know when the markets or when the better news will come and it starts lifting out of this dump. It's kind of like, yes, it's at a price that I like, but can I get it a little lower? You know, I may just start a small position and just add to it as it goes lower. And by small position, I mean like buy one share, give it a couple days. Buy another share, give it a couple days. If it wants to really gap down, you know, then you can add some more, but you don't get caught in that. FCCT just popped up. FCCT. There's the alarm. I see it. Up 28%. It looks like it's let's see if it has any catalyst on the day. I doubt it. Highly doubt it, but let's just look. Press releases. Nope, still the same catalyst from the other days. Just a crazy little mover with 3 million shares traded on it. Just about. Let's look over here. ICCT. Yeah, I wanted to go to news. All right, last month, yeah, no new news on it. No shelf registrations. So the two that are leading the day don't have catalyst. That's a good sign that it's going to be a nice no trade day, possibly. Because whatever else comes up is going to have to overpower them and take the attention away from them. It's kind of like watching TV. These people, BJDX has 16 million people watching his channel. ICCT has around 3 million people watching his channel. So who's gonna draw the most people, and why are they like why? What's the reasoning behind them drawing those people? You know, is it just a manipulation tactic, or why are they watching this channel? Is what I want to know. So BJDX coming on down here. So are the shorts watching this the most? Are the longs watching this the most? We don't really know. But we shall see. ICT is going to have to overpower BJDX to even I mean it's at 28% versus BJDX is 166%. A lot more people are going to be watching that because they think that it could probably go to 300, you know? It's just the hope of the longs for things to not drop. On down. Only got about 100 bucks to drop. Seven minutes left. See how it reacts off this 16,900. Mm. NWTG just popped up. There's alert there for that. NWTG. It is up 51%. It has surpassed ICCT over here. So we got ICCT, they popped up, and then NWTG popping up over there. It is a little bit cheaper. I believe this is one that we've seen the last week or so. Okay, so let's see if it's any catalyst over here on NWTG. Oh, this is the golf company. Ugh. Okay. All right. So 7 days ago, they had their earnings come out. I was trying to figure out what was this company. Yeah. Okay. That one. That one is golf. Let me NWTG TG. I'm good on that. That's what I haven't been doing for, just selling myself away instead of selling myself into a trade, sell myself what are the reasons why I shouldn't take this trade. You know what I mean? And actually sticking to that. So like on this is the wrong one, NWTG. Let's go here to their statistics. Institutional holders, insiders aren't really high. So yeah, not that interesting to me. It is sucking up some volume though. It's got 4 million shares traded. So this, since we just looked at it, it's gained almost a million shares. And then BJ. So these three are going to be in competition. They're all low floats. They do have different betas. ICCT goes up when the market's going down. NWTG has a beta of 1. So it's not really yay or nay on that one. And then BJDT also not really yay or nay on that one. Not strongly associated with the market like that. But we'll see what happens. It's about to be 7 o'clock. BJDX still leading. 30 seconds left to the close of this candle. Had a bottom right under the $9. And none of these have catalyst on the day. Here's a new candle. MU just got added to the mid and large cap scan. Had a little pullback, has a top up here of 63.38, but still is red on the day, down 2%. Actually, none of these on the top 10 mid to large are green right now. Everything is red. Let's go to a heat map. Mark, watch. Where's the heat map? No, it used to be on this one. Visualization. This was it. Okay, yeah. So this is indices. So all indices. This is why majority of what we're seeing is red, because the majority is red. The Dow Jones, NASDAQ 100. What is this? MSTR is like the only thing up here, and then Lulu. Is that Lululemon? Yeah, Lululemon is green, and the MSTR. Russell 2000, MSTR, then a couple in here. Index watch. What's the difference? Index watch. Okay. S&P 100. Lowe's is up. What in the world? Nike, Ford, Target, S&P 500. Same thing. Nike, Target, Lululemon, DHI or DR Horton Inc., Lennar, Pulte Group, NVR. So yeah, today is probably not the day to just go super aggressive for sure if you're alone. Because there's a lot of ways you can get clapped up. NWTG dropping on back. ICCT looking like it's going to follow suit. And the BJDX just needs to break under this 9 to go ahead and prove that it's actually bearish. Start clapping down that 9 and getting up. NWTG pretty much taking out this whole green count that it just had, going on back down. Only up 29% now. And ICCT up 25%. So both of them not as impressive as BJDX. And BJDX is still not a good choice. So, you know, everything is just disappointing on Monday morning. Back over to the NQ. Tried to get back up. Got a pretty nice wick back going. Some pretty nice selling pressure here off of the 17,150s. Will it start to trade below the body of the previous 15-minute candle of the 17,000? It's almost there. It's 50 bucks away. 50 bucks. All right, so seeing a little penny stock now with a bunch of volume coming up. It is a low float. And we'll see what kind of attention goes to it. It is Soon, S-U-N-E. Soon. Let's see, does it have catalyst? This little cheap is 41 cents. So if it's got catalyst and all those other ones don't, yeah, that's wild. All right, Sun Nation Energy. Sun Nation Energy announces retirement of senior and junior, and this is from March 14th. So this is from last month. Senior and junior secured debt in full. Super cheap stock. So if this one's gonna lead the day, it'll definitely be a no trade day for me. I'm good. All right, profile. This is out of Minnetonka, Minnesota. Well, let me say that again. Minnetonka, Minnesota. There we go. SunNation Energy engages in the sale, design, and installation of photovoltaic solar energy systems and battery storage systems in the United States. Its brand portfolio includes SunNation, Hawaii Energy Connection, eGear, Sungevity, and Horizon Solar Power. The company develops and manufactures energy management software and hardware such as energy management control devices and solar systems that are paired with batteries. It primarily serves residential homeowners as well as commercial owners, other municipal customers, energy services companies, and other utilities. SunNation Energy Inc. was founded in 1969 and is based in Minnetonka, Minnesota. It is up 97, almost 100%, with 50 million shares traded on it. So right now, you know, if people are going to focus on this and the beta is kind of like blah, it doesn't really care about the market. If people are going to focus down here, I'm cool. I'll stay out of that stream. Out of that stream. Let's jump back over to let's see what we got here. All right, NQ is coming on down. Now it had $50 to go last time we looked at it, and now it's right at 17K. So this starts breaking down and breaks down this little 16.9. We'll be looking quite bearish going into the open, which would kind of set up a trap if it does pop back up real quick and then continue downward. So you got to be careful. Markets haven't opened yet, so the true sentiment really isn't here. It's breaking down at 17K right there. And for those penny stocks, those the ones that are like super cheap, really I don't even pay them attention until they get like, I really don't think they're significant until they get like 100 to 150% up. Then I'm like, okay, people may pay attention over here. But like right now, Soon is at 84%. So I'm like, that's not a big player. For it to be that cheap and only up 84%, I'm like, all right. But once they get to like 150, 200% on those little ones, they can get dangerous and they can draw a lot of attention off the stocks that you're trying to play. But if they're up 150% and they only got like 2 million shares traded, it's like, okay, well, nobody's looking at you. So I'm cool. All right, BJDX looking like it wants to go down and test that 9. Not test, but I'm looking for it to break and continue down. I want all of these ones that have these criteria of failures to get out of the way. But at this point, I don't know what would come up this morning that's going to challenge BJTX with 20. It's got 20 million shares on the board. It's got 2 followers, NWTG and ICCT. So whatever comes out of that is going to have to beat all this stuff out. And I'm not sure that it'll be able to do it today. So problem is we only have a limited supply of shorts in the market and a limited supply of longs in the market. And so the more interested, more shorts are finding these types of stocks like BJDX, all of them get concentrated on it. And it's like, bro, are you going to look at this other stock over here? And they're like, no, no, we're not coming over there. We'll look at that tomorrow. It's like, bro, come on, man. You going to leave me hanging like that? And they will. Once they get concentrated, they are in the zone. Okay, and keep coming on down, almost there. Couple of what, $50 now? $50 and it'll be past it. All right, looks like it's gonna be consolidating there. All right, BJDX floating up around there. NWTG has given up. ICCT coming back under the ATR high. I don't even know where the ATR high is on this one. What's the ATR? 157. I was way, way, way up there. Yeah, it couldn't get it even if it wanted to. So shorts, can you hold it under 1151? That's the question. That's the high. 1008, 1150. See if they can punish it back towards the downside. Got about 15 minutes left, and I'm about to go and do some other stuff. As of now, BJDX and all these other ones, they're just in the way for Monday morning. Maybe something pops up quick and I'll just take note of it, but I don't think it's going to be able to defeat anything that's up here now. Too much in the way. Oh, there was one that we were watching last week that Donnell, did you end up holding that there was a stock that we were watching that we've seen before. Was it was a cheaper one. What was the name of that stock we were watching on Friday? MULN. 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 Did you end up swinging this over the weekend? It had like 100. It had a bunch of volume on it that day, and I think you said you got into like 8 something, like down here somewhere. I forget. Oh, you cut it. Got you. Yeah, that's the only thing with cheap stocks. It's so easy to oversize in them, and then if they do go down, you get hurt really bad. It's like, bro, come on, man. It's like, yes, I have the ability to take 20,000 shares, but if it doesn't go my way, the risk is crazy. All right, so let me see. BJDX. ICCT going ahead and breaking that on down. Right. Just looking for it to break down 9 here. Wow, ICCT ripped down, didn't it? Wow. So that was the ATR high that it was sitting on. We just looked at this a second ago. And there's a drop. It's kind of how that other stock did me the other time. It kind of broke once it got to the ATR high, it just plummeted. But now ICCT is only up 11%, so people are going to stop watching that channel. NWTG will do the same thing if it comes on down. People just tune out. BJDX coming on down. We got 892. Now I am using 15-minute charts, so my charts look a little bit different than yours because they probably don't have as many candles, and it's just showing me like every 15 minutes what's happening on the battlefield. There, okay, there's a little drop. Can it continue? Keep going. Keep going. Need y'all out of the way. Out of the way. Going on down. Okay, cool. Soon is the next one we need to drop. It has the ATR high here of 34 cents. Has no catalyst on it. That one to go ahead and back out. It's only up 99%. And the NQ looks like it's continuing down. Let's look at the NQ. Coming on down. Come on, buddy. You got it. The stock market really is like watching TV for real. Like some channels are like really exciting. Some are like horror movies. Some are, like really informational. Some are moving slow, fast, all this stuff. And some pay you to watch the TV channel, which are like dividends, or in the case of crypto staking, they pay you to watch. Like, hey, if you watch this channel for this amount of time, we'll pay you. Not only will we pay you, we'll guarantee it. We'll guarantee this dividend's coming out on this date. All right, so soon breaking over 103, 105s. And so this is the point where it's like, okay, if this one takes over and starts ripping, gets up to like 150 something percent, it's at 44%, but the higher the percentage, the more people kind of come over here and look at it. So if that happens, these other three that we were watching are going to be irrelevant. And I would say 112%. This is what I was saying. That 150, 125-ish percent starts to gain people. And now we got what? Almost 70 million shares traded, and it's continuing to push up as an ATR of 12%. So yeah, this is looking like it doesn't want me to trade today. Look at that. That's 129%, 130%. So yeah, that's giving me the sign that yeah, these other ones are not going to be able to compete. Up to 50% there, 150, 40%. Way too much volume behind it. And it could easily push on up because it's pre-market, so they can push it on up to 55. If it goes up to 200%, I'm just gonna call it like, yeah, that's good enough for me to stay out the way. And then while it's doing that, the BJDX is continuing to slip on down under that 9. NWTG 250 is becoming an issue. ICCT, so everything else is just not looking great. Gets over 55. Come on, get over 55. This is 52 right here. '50s, 51, 50. Okay, 52. It's close. 52, 53. All right, 53, 54, and 55. 55. That was a very quick 55. Go ahead and get it up there, bro. We know you got it. Now it's up 150%, and that's telling me to stay out of the way. If the most of the interest is down in these penny stocks, I don't even want it. I'm cool. I'm cool. I don't want it. I want nothing to do with this. Seven minutes left. We've pretty much seen a lot of the happenings on today. Haven't lost any money today, so definitely seeing the whole market, penny stocks, and all these other things, and staying out of the way when we need to. Nvidia coming down to this ATR low, hitting its head on the 88.27. See if they can continue to break that down. The ENQ is going to have to break down, though. It's back up towards that 17K. Tesla hasn't really made it down there yet. PLTR made it down here. TSM is looking like it's below already. BABA already hit its head and came down. Apple right on it. Hood. Amazon not quite there yet. SMCI still a ways to go. Okay. So yeah, the NQ yeah, this one is doing the most. It's doing the most. Doing too much on Zoom. Minutos left. That's another thing that I've kind of realized is when there's one stock up, I mean, there's just one by itself, and you don't know where any other competition is, it's hard to trade those for me. When it's just one spotlighted stock, it's like, if this stock gets manipulated, where else can I go to make money? Right? This one, if this one does me wrong, where else am I going to trade that's going to give me the opportunity? But if the leading stock is the leading stock, it's got a catalyst, it's got all of that stuff, and it's got competition on the board, and it's still leading, I'm like, okay, that makes sense right there. Let's play. Let's play. SUNE up 160, 170%. This, again, like I said before it made this move, this is what I'm like, okay, let me just take note, because these are the days that I get fried trading things that are higher priced because the attention isn't there. And BJDX just making its way on down. ICCT, little pop, but still hasn't come back over the ATR highs there, 678. Yep. Okay. So the ATR on this one is 12 cents. So on the open, it's gonna take these last 14 candles and give us a ATR high. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. ATR high. So this one ends at around 28. Probably be around 50 cents or something like that. We'll see though. Not that I'm gonna trade this little cheap one, but I need to know if there's something else that is going to undercut my stop. It's like, hey, we got this TV channel over here. It's really cheap. You know, you can watch it. It doesn't move much, but if you put a lot in, maybe you'll get a lot out of it, right? That's what these cheap ones are like. Maybe if you put a lot in, you'll get a lot out. I guess that's with all of them, though. Okay, NQ coming back up to test that. Did I just get rid of something? I think I just removed something by accident. Probably was oil. Yeah. Okay. NQ could not break down just yet, but still has this top side up here that was previously tested of the 17,250, I guess you could call it 17K, 17,250. And it's doing this an hour before the open. Now that gap fill level up here was at the 17,394. 17,394. So we gotta watch both of those levels to see if they turn it around and make it go downwards. If it gets up there. But we're looking for those obvious spots, right? The first one was the ATR high, came up here, tested it, failed. The next one is this gap fill. All right, well, this is about to be 7:30. We have looked, we have seen, we have not conquered, but we definitely got some good analysis. Soon continue to do its thing. EJDX. Okay. And then all of the higher price mid and large caps are red as well. The ones that are leading in volume, at least. But yeah, that is it for me today. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. We'll continue the conversation in the Discord. And the Discord is free if you're going to join that. So yeah, that's what we will be. And as always, I will see you guys in the next one. Where, oh, where is the next one? There we go. Okay. Wow, look at my silhouette. Look at me moving around here. Anyway, let me get out of here. As always, if you're going to continue trading, definitely keep your head on a swivel. And yeah, that's it for today. I'll see you in the Discord. And I'll be back tomorrow morning pre-market. Peace.